So, guys, yesterday I was very happy. I was really fired up. The panel of yesterday during the Heroes webinar was a powerful one, and there was so much great contributions that just got me like. So I just had to hold myself together because I needed to give them time to talk. But then I kept the points that they made kept like coming back to my memory. I thought that I should just come back to that topic of yesterday so that I can also share my own perspective. And of course, let's do this together, guys. We can never have enough of our business. It's so interesting and so exciting, especially that we're, facing special moments now as things are getting ready every other day. So, guys, I'm very excited. Let's do this together, and I just want to say welcome. Thank you again for joining Rise Above All Odds, of course. And today's topic is there's room for everyone. Are you ready? And of course, this topic is inspired officially originally by Mr. Ash Mufareh's recent message about victory with Ash. Many people are wondering, will I be selected? Sometimes we worry a bit too much, but the truth is, Ash has made it clear there's room for everyone who is interested, to learn. If you are interested to learn, if you are willing to grow and stuff like that, I think you've got a seat in this flight with Mr. Ash Mufareh. So there's no need to be worried. However, he also made it very, very clear and powerful. As much as he would love, right, to take everyone along, there are some bad apples. Ash uses this word a lot, which means that it means a lot to him and the growth of this business and the fourth movement of this business. So if there are some bad apples, they will definitely be left out. What happens when you bring a bad apple along? It destroys the other ones and it lags us behind. I think Ash has gotten his experience. We all know if you've been in this journey, then we can agree with him, right? So to take a moment, it's just all it's left now is for you and myself to take a moment, search yourself. Let me search myself. If you know in your heart that you have done anything to hurt this company in any way, be it in your words, be it in your action or attitude, then count yourself. If you've not done that kind of a thing, then count yourself in, right? So you belong here, you are part of the vision, right? So if we want to further understand the selection process, we think again, we go back again. Yesterday was so wonderful, it was so calm, so sweet, but then so much information, so much education. The selection process is not about who is lucky, it's about who is ready. There's no luck here. It's a blessing, it's a privilege when you just the day you came to know about this and know that somebody wants you to partner with them in a thing of this magnitude. That's enough. But you coming this far and waiting to be selected in the 60 that Ash mentioned, it's not luck. It's not about, it's just about who is ready. The 60 people, that Ash mentioned, they are not the only ones going. They are simply the ones going first to do what? To prepare the way. So key message here is that your readiness qualifies you as a member or as a passenger in this flight. Position does not determine value, however purpose does. What is your purpose? It has nothing to do with I joined first and then I joined the last. It has to do with what is your purpose in this journey. That is what gives you, that's what determines the value. So the 60 again are like the flight ushers. I just love this. Yesterday was such a sweet day. They take, what do flight ushers do? They take on responsibility and not privilege, right? So victory with Ash is a movement built on readiness, on intent, and on action. Are you ready? Are you ready to come along? What is your intention? What are the action you are taking? What is the action you are planning to take? What are you planning to do when you pop into victory with Ash? If you are selected either in the 60 or you are number 600,000, 600,000, you know, I'm not sure. So ask yourself these questions. So the question is not whether you'll be chosen. The question is, when your moment comes, will you be ready? That's all you should be asking yourself. So it's all about mind searching, it's about soul searching, it's about talking to self. Look inward, ask yourself, if I am ready, how am I ready? Again, during the Heroes webinar, the panel used a beautiful metaphor: boarding a plane. When you board a flight, the crew decides who goes first for strategic reasons. For example, one of the panelists was a medical professional, and she shared how she's often asked to board earlier, right? This is, according to her, in how what she thought, it's not necessarily because she is special, but because in case there is an emergency, she's easy to reach. They know that this lady sat here and she is a medical professional. We need first aid. She is that person we need right now. And so that's exactly where she is sitting. So that's what Ash meant when he mentioned the 60. They are like the ushers or the flight crew. They know who's who, and their job their job is to make sure that everyone boards safely and smoothly. That is what Ash is doing. You know how wise he is. Sometimes we wonder, how do you do that? Because he makes it look effortless, but it is not, because I think he works a lot, he does a lot. He's a smart person anyway. So those who come in first are there to serve. They are servants, right? So they will do the heavy lifting. Those who come in later still, they will reach the same destination. That is the good news here. Whether you sit on the first class, on the business class, or at the last seat near the toilet, we are going to the same destination. All of us bought the same flight and we reach the same, we arrive the same. So those who come in later, again, what do? They reach, even though they reach the same destination, they simply get to enjoy the ride. Why do they enjoy the ride when they come the last? Because the groundwork has already been done by the first, by the 60 that Ash mentioned, right? So whether you're first or last to board, what happens? You are still on the same flight, heading to where? Where is this flight heading to? If somebody can write it in the comment, the flight that is heading to Victory with Ash is carrying so many types of people, from class one to business class to the last person, that person sitting near and close to the toilet door, right? So it's so sweet, it's so fun, and it's so exciting thinking about it. So instead of sitting, wherever you are, in fear or in doubt, let's be proactive. What Ashes if I were you, I'll go back and watch all the latest videos that Ash has made, especially even if it's those of this month of August. Go back and watch all of them, from the first word he said in those videos to the last word. Watch all of them in full. Sometimes when you listen to him the first time, you seem not to get anything at all. You listen the second time, you pick a few things, you listen again, and then you pick a few more things. By the time you go there over a few times, then you get the full message, and then it gets you really ready, it gets you prepared. So if you like, you don't mind, follow the Heroes webinar every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, right? Like New York time. Watch the Old Tech Pros. They come out once after every Saturday. The Old Tech Pros are here to give us information. We also have a sister, Marcienne Emabu, and her team. They have a program called Voyager avec nous for those who understand only French. So if you know somebody who understands only French and they want to be informed, they want to stay up to date, then Voyager avec nous is the place to be. And within Voyager avec nous, we also have the Arabic family. So if you come to us, we point you over to Voyager avec nous, and while in Voyager avec nous, you meet the Arabic family, and everything is done so properly that nobody is left behind. So the only thing we need to do here is to learn, to grow, and to engage. That's the only way to go, guys. So I don't know what you think, and why not maybe drop a comment though. Let me know what you think so far. Hi everyone, thank you for joining. Let's discuss this, guys. It's good to share your excitement, share what you think, share what you thought about what you heard yesterday or what I am saying now. Make some contributions, just get active, get involved, get engaged. That is where all the fun comes from, right? So One thing that is sure is that people do not like to partner with complainers. If you're just that person who sits down and complain, oh, they promised us a passive income and now they bring some I victory with ash for me to learn. Oh, they want A, B, C, D. Oh, I'm not sure. No, complaining does not take you anywhere. People would like to partner with people, with people who want to take initiative, people who act, people who build, people who add value. If you just sit there and complain, you're not going anywhere at all. You're just stuck in the mud like a car driving to my village back home, right? So, personally, I like being in a group where I can either learn from others or teach something new, right? That's how we grow together. Growing together, if you are just learning, somebody plays just the part of asking questions. Ash said this, what does it mean? Because not everybody has the courage to ask. When you ask that one question, somebody answers, the rest of the people learn. Somebody is there to teach because they are good at teaching. Another one is there is good to learn because they are good at learning. And when you learn and get it, you are happy to pass it forward. That is how growth happens in a team. So people, if you think that, oh, I would like to work with Comfort when we're ready, or if I come to you and say I would like to work with Marcien when they are ready, we should have something that we are going to exchange, right? It's not just one person comes and is consuming and the other one is doing the other job. It doesn't work. So victory with ash is the best thing that has ever happened to us. So let's get ready to make the maximum. This is really the moment, literally, where we can proudly say we're getting ready for the best shape of our lives. Because for the greatest shapes of our life, but when I think about this big beautiful dream and I think that I'm part of it, I think what I'm going to come out with from victory with ash, I see myself so differently even before we get there and finally have to lay hands on this. So today, guys, take this to heart. If you haven't done anything wrong to harm this company, you are about, we could say you're already in, depending on what Ash wants. Apart from you being a bad apple, what else Ash wants, we don't know. But apart from the being the bad apple, if you are not, already already imagine yourself in the flight. You may not be called first, but you'll still be flying with who? With the rest of the team, with the rest of the family members, with the CEO and his crew, right? So let's rise above fear and doubt. Let's stay ready, teachable, and positive. You are either able to teach or you are teachable. Positivity, positive energy, strength, intention, readiness, preparedness, purpose. That is what takes us there. So remember, guys, there's room for everyone. It keeps ringing this song. There's room for someone today. Oh, I just had coffee. My voice is not nice, so I'm not singing today. Remember, there's room for everyone, but not for bad energy. Unfortunately, we can't take bad energy at this hour because we've been doing that for many years. This time around is business or nothing, right? So all we need to do is stay ready. All we need to do is stay in faith, and together, guys, we will celebrate victory with ash. I just thought that I should do this, and in case you are watching, be it now live or later on, and you just check. Sometimes you do forget, you not believe. Sometimes we think we've subscribed, but then we just discover the button pops up and we've not done that yet. If you think that you would like to subscribe, go ahead and do that. Click on the notification bell, ask questions, drop comments, contributions, just share your thought, and let's do this together. Thank you guys for joining. I love you so much. Let me even see before I go. All right, guys, I'm sorry about the noise. There's nothing much I can do about that. But let's keep going. This is part of the story, isn't it? So let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the ride, guy. So let me hear a bit. Samiran say, yes, ma'am, very nice example of the moment. I agree with you. I'm ready to join in the victory, of course, with Ash. Yes. Hi, Sister Listra. Thank you, sis, for joining. Yeah, so victory with ash, that's the way to go. Yes, let's rise above fear and be ready, of course, because if you just sit there and you stop there, oh, I'm scared. I'm scared of what? There's nothing to be worried about, because ash, he makes it look effortless, because why he does that, boy, he's already cleaned everything, he's done the heavy lifting and done everything. What he's bringing and presenting to us is already the product, final product, ready to go, right? So I'm very excited and I feel blessed. I feel empowered even before I get there. I feel favored, you know. So I think that favor found me in this whole journey because I just imagine myself differently, you know. So guys, let's keep going. Thank you so much for joining. And each time you watch and you think that there's value in it, let's not keep it. Let's share, because somebody's just sitting there. Someone might have missed the heroes webinar yesterday, or maybe they did not care to watch. And if you share this one, you don't know who will tap on it and finally find out, and you find something to latch onto and have a reason to be excited like you and myself. Thank you guys. Love you so much, and see you again